when they turned around, and especially as their equipment started dissolving on them, the stuff that they'd picked up in the house, they could see that the house was now just a burned out shell. And wasn't really a house anymore. Apparently it had all been much of an illusion, except for, of course, for the stuff they found in the dungeon, which was the basement area. That stuff seems to persist, along with a handful of other little items from the upper parts of the house, such as a little jewelry box, a ring, and a letter.
Oh, well, I suppose we'll head to the tavern, because I'm not staying in the streets.
Just give me a minute to put some armor back on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, not that she's not clothes on here because you don't just wear armor, but
Yeah, Phil has donned the male shirt as well. Shane's shirt, that is.
didn't the tavern out or
Say again?
didn't the tavern kick us out?
Well, that was a couple hours ago. But from your perspective, it felt like a day or so ago, it's felt like a lot longer than that. But since the sun seems to be, you can kind of see it now as the cloud cover is breaking above you. It appears to be more closer to noon, which is when you said you would.
Yeah, we should go to that dude's house.
Did we say we were?
Which he pointed out was down this, which is the largest house down here towards the south.
Like over here-ish?
Hold on, I'll just ping you. There you go. That big house down there.
Are we going to help the man bury his father? Is that the house?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we were,
Maybe you could give an explanation to why this house is not real. I'd say we might as well go. As I said, I do not want to stay in the streets.
Yeah. Okay, I start heading to the house. And then
I'll follow Davos, our savior.
Yeah, Kitty will trail along behind. She's kind of looking at all the houses as we walk, just seeing if there's anything interesting.
Yeah, do we see any townspeople walking around now?
Let's see. Give me 1 second. Again, I don't have the book that I really wish I had in front of me, but I do have information on this area, and there was something I was going to read to you for a second. There we go. That's what I wanted to find. All right. As you're making your way back through the village, somewhere around this region, you start hearing the sound of small wooden reels rolling across the cobbles.
Hey, is that a cart I hear? Maybe it's those bloody Vistani guys. If we could get to them and force them to take us back home.
yeah.
Where did these sounds come from?
Alright. I'm just going to give you that since at least one of you has a large passive perspective. You hear that the sounds are coming from this direction.
Alright.
And as you guys are obviously turning to look at that, as you guys turn, you see a hunched figure with a You see a hunched figure bundled in rags. She seems to be pushing a rickety cart through this fog that's still basically draped around the town. There's enough of the fog, release itself so you can see the sun a bit, but it's still pretty foggy around here.
False alarm. It's just an old woman.
As you're starting to turn away, you see her head to the nearest house and knock on the door.
I want to approach her. I want to see what she's carrying in the cart.
The door opens and she hands the the people inside some sort of little biscuit, or maybe it's a cookie or pastry of some kind, and accepts a gold coin from them. As she hears you, she turns. She looks to be a very old woman. Hello there.
Oh, hello there, old lady. I'm a merchant too. So, what you're selling over there?
Oh, I'm selling dream pastries. It'll help take your troubles away. Can I offer you one? 1 gold.
They do what?
They take your troubles away, young man.
Just some
Take your
suicide
troubles
note.
away? It sounds good to me. Plenty of them.
Sounds like a scam.
Oh, but the people here are so happy eating my dream pastries.
What? are
I'll
those
take
pastries?
one. Kitty will take one.
She hands you one for 1 gold.
She's also for ways to escape. She kind of wraps it up in a handkerchief and tucks it into one of her pouches on her belt. I'll save it for later.
Alright.
What are they made of? These
Oh,
dream
only the
cookies?
freshest ingredients.
What are the ingredients?
She holds up a gnarled finger and starts ticking it back and forth. Trade secret.
Aha.
1 gold coin for a cookie sounds kind of absurd. I'm
Oh,
not
but
buying it.
but ask anybody here and they will tell you it is worth it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna knock on the door that she just sold the cookie.
A rather drab-looking woman opens it up, her nearly dead eyes staring out at you. What?
I'm dead.
No, she's clearly alive, but like her eyes are just kind of empty.
Oh, sorry, madam.
Do you always buy these cookies?
Yes, dream pastries. She holds up a half-eaten one. They're the best. They make everything look better.
And she sold to you for 1 gold coin, and you bought it.
She starts nodding her head. Takes all the
This is
misery
all-
of this place away.
Wow, she's really selling it to me.
I'm gonna buy one. I'm really, really curious.
All right, she hands you one of the cookie. The old woman hands you one of the cookies in exchange for 1 gold.
Okay.
Do they do anything about voices?
No, have you eaten your dream pastry?
No, she's asking the old lady. She tucked it into her bag.
Okay, she starts shaking her head. No, these people are always like this. They're just so unhappy.
Where do you live, old lady? In case I wanna buy more.
Oh, not too far. You'll find me here most days. As long as I have some dream pastries to sell, I will be here.
Kitty, did you just say you hear voices?
Sort of.
Huh. Great. Guys, I think she might be crazy.
What are you going to do?
I think this place fucking fucked her up.
She's probably gonna be here.
Oh shit! I think she can hear us.
No, really. She's just scowling at you guys like. I have a little bit of PTSD, okay? I had a bad. There's a reason why I'm not a soldier anymore.
Oh. Oh, well, in that case, just thank you for your service. It's none of my business then.
I don't think this city has any psychiatrist service, so I hope you don't get worse.
Psychiatrists. The old woman finally turns away from you and starts heading up the street, clearly on her way to sell more dream pastries. What would you guys like to do?
We're gonna go to the house of the dead father guy.
All right. So after buying your dream pastries and leave, and you start your way back down the street, and finally make your way towards the largest house in this area. Oh, excuse me. This is the Burgermaster's mansion. You know that because that's what. Sorry, trying to pronounce his name properly. That is what Ismark told you. The Burgermaster was his father, and his father died 3 days ago. As you come upon it, you see that it is a weary-looking mansion. It just seems to be squatting right back behind an rusting iron fence. The gates are twisted and torn. One of the gates actually is lying off to the side. Sorry, I hate when that happens. I apologize. While the other one is left swinging lazily in the wind. The gate is just squealing as it just waves back and forth, back and forth. Hey, Fulgur.
Sorry to be late.
That's
I kinda
okay.
I woke up the time the game started.
That's okay. We waited for a little bit, and then it didn't do much except for encounter a woman selling cookies. But a couple of them bought some.
They're special cookies.
Yes. Now you've made it down to the
sharing.
Burgermaster. Now you've made it to the Burgermaster's mansion. As you start your way in, you see that weeds are just choking the grounds and pressed with mess upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path all around the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. There's not a single pane of glass in any of the windows. They've all been just boarded up with planks, and each one of them marked with stains of an evil omen.
I got a bad feeling about this building. I don't
Skir
know.
really needs to fire his groundskeeper.
Yeah. That, and he's gonna have to complain to his carpenter.
God, no.
They're completely broken. Can't afford to fix it.
Hmm.
Who wants to knock?
Who here is the bravest?
Everyone turns to Kitty.
Don't knock the door down. It might be weak.
I mean, Kitty would just march up to the front door and bang on it.
Bang, 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 bang! Who is it? You hear a woman's voice calling.
We're here to help bury your father.
You hear vague mumblings from the other side of the door. Two voices talking to each other in whispered tones. You can't quite make out what they're saying.
Ismark sent us.
The door. You hear the sound of a brace bar lifting, and then the door opens up. You can see Ismark standing there, along with a woman, presumably his sister. Let's see. Where's the handout of our picture? Ah! Go away, token that I didn't mean to put there. Sorry about that. I was looking at something and should be handout. There you go. And this is the woman that you see standing next to him. She frowns slightly at you as she surveys you. And she turns towards Ismark. This is who you found? He starts nodding, and he welcomes the group of you in. There seems to be more of you. He says, actually, no, wait, there wouldn't have been more of you. It's the same amount that he talked to all of you after that. That's right, never mind, it wouldn't be more of you. It's the same
Nudge,
people.
nudge, Phil, nudge, nudge.
Yeah?
We did try our best to die, but it didn't work.
You can see as you enter in that the woman Irene's neck is completely wrapped in a scarf, even though it is not that cold right now.
Fashionable.
Very.
She kind of looks over at you and then allows Ismark to lead you towards the next room.
Hey, Ismar. I was thinking maybe after we help you, we could sleep here. Is it a problem? Is it okay?
Ismark looks at you and says, I guess for the night that wouldn't be too much of a problem, but tomorrow we must leave. I need to get my sister out of here.
Why?
The two of them lead all of you into a nearby room. It appears to be a drawing room of some kind. Even though the outside is not very pleasant to look at right now, the interior does seem to be kept very nicely, except of course for the boarded up windows and the heavy locks and braces on the door. And of course this room where there's a dead man laying in a coffin.
Whoa, open coffin?
Yes, it's an open wooden coffin, and there's wilting flowers laying across of him, trying to keep out the smell. But you can still detect decay faintly.
Oh god, how long has he been dead?
Ismark sighs. 3 days, and we still haven't had the help we need to get him to the church. Nobody
So you
wants
just
to
need
come
him
here.
Carried?
Carried, yes, and perhaps buried. No one goes to that church anymore. They're all too afraid.
I
Afraid
brought
of
my
what?
shovel.
Why?
He kind of frowns. That's right. You guys don't know anything. He kind of looks up at Irene, just kind of pulls up at her scarf a bit and moves aside to another room as Igmark starts to talk. As I said, the devil Strahd has been menacing us recently. But, of course, he's a menace to everybody here. About a year ago, this wizard from the outside came here and rallied support to take down Strahd. And a lot of our young people, other than myself and my sister, of course, managed to head off towards the castle, which is above the bluffs above us. Unfortunately, no one really came back. Well, supposedly one of them came back later, but that's just what I hear. Nobody's wanted to go back to the church since because they can hear the wails.
Well, can't be any creepier than that just left.
He
no.
furrows his brow. What house?
The house that isn't a house anymore. It's
Kitty pulls out the signet ring and shows it to him. Whoever owned this house that apparently burnt down now, but it was there.
His eyes widen slightly. You made it back out alive? Ugh. I had not realized that house had appeared again.
Well, barely made it out alive, but yeah.
You must be some strong warriors then. He looks more impressed now at the group of you.
Just more lucky is probably the better words.
I look at the kid and go, yeah, we're good company.
Well, from what I understand, centuries ago, around the time that Strahd first came here, that place was, the worst cult to the worst things in this land. And then one day, they really upset the Devil Strahd, and he came down and destroyed them. But apparently, ever since then, occasionally that place will come back into existence and lure people in from the outside.
Any other death houses we should be warned about?
He shakes his head. None that I'm aware of, at least not in this town. Though I can't know for sure if there's zombies living, existing in any of the houses around here. We don't know for certain.
Well, what a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, what about these dream cakes?
Yeah. He looks at you. Oh, the dream pastries. That's damn it! I closed that page with the character's name. 1 second. Oh, those
What?
dream pastries that Morgana sells. Oh,
Yeah.
there was actually a picture of her. Hold on. Sorry, I should have shown you this picture. That was her. I hadn't realized that one of the handouts down there was actually her picture of her.
Oh,
Don't
adorable.
eat the cookies. Don't eat the cookies.
Who's saying that?
I mean,
Anyway.
like, what do they do? Like, they're kind of creepy.
He kind of raises a hand and kind of shakes his head a bit. I do not indulge, but I know that plenty of around here do. Well, as you might notice, this place is in shabby disarray. Every year things get worse and worse. And after all, it is a living nightmare in this place. After the dead come back to life, people are reborn, there's no escape. So, except for maybe the dream pastries.
So they're like hallucinogens.
He kind of shrugs. I don't know. All I know for certain is it makes some people feel better, though they might end up spending their entire life like that instead of trying to work to do something about it. You see a fierceness come into his eyes, that he really wants to do something, that he wishes that he had been in that party last year with the wizard, even if it meant he wouldn't have come back, just because he wants to do something about it.
Well, listen, Ismark. The least I can do for your help by being just a sane person in this land is to bury your father. And I'd be happy to help you right now.
Thank you. Irene wanders back in. And
Ismark, I mean no disrespect, but why don't we bury your father in the backyard?
he shakes his head. I really wish to bury him at the church. Maybe then his soul will rest, instead of coming back for another generation.
Does that work?
No one knows, but, burying in a church, at least it's consecrated ground.
Oh, well, one would hope.
So he and Irene start trying to take the one side of the box and are gesturing for the strongest among you to take the others, which is probably going to be Kitty and Phil.
Hello.
I'm gonna drop it.
I'm just gonna smoke my pipe and watch them work because I am useless at strength.
May I ask, Ismark, how did your father die?
He had a heart attack after the latest series of attacks here in our house. Surely you saw the front garden.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been attacking a lot lately. All to get my sister. He looks over at Irene and she once again moves her hand up to pull on her scarf. Our father just couldn't handle it anymore. His heart gave out. But they haven't attacked this place since. I'm not sure what they're waiting for, but that's why I need to move my sister out of here as soon as possible.
Who attacked here?
Strahd's people. They want
Oh.
her.
How are you guys? What's your plan of getting out here? Can we join you on getting out of this place?
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Well, I'm hoping to take her I'm hoping to take her to Valaki, the town of Valaki, which is not that far from here. It's all covered in. It's got walls all around it. Should help to keep her safe.
Oh, lucky.
Right? Okay. But what's your plan? You're just gonna walk over there?
Well, I'm hoping that that the group of you, he looks around, especially since you seem to be capable warriors. Once again, he thinks that you're warriors. Will assist me in this and bringing my sister someplace safe. Rin actually has this little shamed look in her eye at that, as if she doesn't really want to be kept safe, but has since acknowledged that she does need the help to be kept safe.
So you want us to go with you to this walled city too?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good. Do they have? I'm assuming this town doesn't have a brothel. Is there one there?
There might be, he says. Yeah, this town does not have I don't think this town has a brothel. If it has, I have not availed myself of such services.
Surely
Whoa.
you're not going to indulge in simple pleasures. Kidding. That's beneath you.
Don't mind me saying, but I'm not a warrior. I think Catherine Katie's the only warrior in here.
Well,
But
you survived a cursed house, he points out.
And you claim not to be a warrior, but you were the one making the most painful attacks on some of those creatures. So
That makes you a warrior in my book.
I'm a farmer.
and I'm a merchant.
The two things are not mutually exclusive, you realize. I am the son of the burgomaster, but I am also a trained soldier, though I have not as yet been able to defend as much as I would like. But we have managed to keep the monsters at bay at this house, at least for the most part.
You're son of the burgomaster.
Burgomaster.
Burglar.
I might be mispronouncing that, by the way, guys.
Burgermeister.
I'm guessing that's some kind of like mayor, some sort of term to mean like mayor or something like that.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
But it's.
I was gonna ask him for a
it's
hamburger.
a little bit similar to Swedish, actually. Burgelmeister basically translates to mayor. It's borgmästare.
Yeah, it's like a German word, I think. Burgermeister.
I'm looking at that and thinking that's probably a German word.
Most likely.
But it's like master of the burg, master of the town.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Burgmaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I live in a burg.
Yeah.
I was thinking hamburgers.
Well, maybe he's the Burgermeister of Hamburg.
No, this of this place.
Let's
I'm
get this
kind of-
over with, guys. Because if better town, better bar, more amenities.
I like the sound
Sounds
of the
like
walls.
fun.
Kitty would go over and move the, I guess, front positions on the casket.
I will take the rear.
I will.
Swear to God, if your dad tries to bite me,
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep an eye on him.
I'll keep an eye on our surroundings.
Guys, I'm thinking about eating the witch cake cookie thing.
Could that wait until we're not carrying a dead corpse? How do you even have an
Go
appetite
for
with this
it.
melt?
Hungry.
I want to know what it does before I eat my,
Wow.
eat my guinea pig.
Okay, that's
Are you
just.
guys gonna keep an eye on me while I eat it?
You want us to like tie a rope around you so you don't wander off or something?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, could you
Just
guys
thinking of making him a little harness like those little kid leashes.
Oh. You have rope.
That'd
Just
be
tie it
fun.
around your waist.
Okay. Eventually, the group of you make it down towards the church without being hassled. Volgar has a
Alright.
ton of HP now.
Who?
Alright, so where do we go with this?
Alright. Just keep carrying him along. We'll get straightened out with Donovich. 1 second. I think I've lost my page. Ah, here it is. You found the church atop a slight rise against the roots of a pillar of stone that appear to be helping to support a huge castle far above you. Well, it's not like a plate sort of thing. It's more like it's on the edge of the mountain or huge hill that you're up against, and this pillar happens to be grounded all the way down here. It stands gray, sagging. Sorry, it's a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. Clearly, this church has weathered assaults for centuries against evil beasts of all kinds. You can see a bell tower rising in the back. A flickering light shines through the holes in the shingled roof, and the rafters are straining against the feeble load. You can hear the creaks even as you approach with your burdens. And you can you can also see that the church doors are covered in claw marks and scarred with fire, not unlike the doors back at the burgomaster's house.
DM, I would appreciate if you could say just a little bit slower on the descriptions.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry about that.
My
I'll read
English is bad.
I also talk fast, so I'm very, very sorry. I'll read this again and attempt to be very slow with it. Atop a slight... No, Lyra. Sorry, my cat jumped up and tried to grab a pen. Atop a slight rise, against the roots of a pillar of stone that supports Castle Ravenloft, stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. I will attempt to speak slower in the future.
These claw marks, are they from animals or huge, large? Can we have any knowledge on that?
You can roll a perception check on that.
Perception.
All right. As you look over the claw marks, you see that some of them are much too high up to have been caused by animals. That they look like from how many fingers there would be the claws existing on a humanoid's frame. Some kind of human or humanoid creature with claws. However, there are also some claw marks towards the bottom, which look more like they could be canine in origin. Some kind of large canine at that.
Like wolves.
Perhaps something bigger than normal wolves. Dire wolves.
I got one of their tongues in my bag.
Yep.
I want
Excuse
to
me?
eat it like beef.
Okay, I'm scared, guys.
Can
like
I
wolves.
tell if this church is devoted to any specific kind of deity, or
Roll knowledge. Is there still a knowledge check in fifth edition?
There's
like
a
knowledge
religion.
edition?
Yeah, it's religion.
Religion. Excellent then. Roll religion.
oh,
The symbols you see etched in this church are from no religion you've ever heard of.
Shit.
I will have to ask.
Yeah, I don't have any religion. question.
I will have to ask the priest.
What is this?
As you peer into the hall, you can see a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall however, is not lit and reeks of mildew. There are 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, leading to adjacent chambers. Since you can see the chapel from here, you can see that it is strewn with debris, and you can hear softly a voice reciting a prayer. However, a few moments after that, you can hear an inhuman cry coming up from the same direction, although not exactly from the same location. Like, meaning it's not coming from whoever's praying at the moment.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
Is my mage armor still active from the death house?
Yes, it's made out last 8 hours, correct?
Yes.
Then yes, it is
Would
still
I
active.
still have the spell slot expended since we leveled up and gained slots?
I
I
like to play
think
with,
your spell slots do replenish with
Yeah.
leveling. I think, but
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
go
just
with
making,
that.
I was just
It makes
making,
sense
I was
to
just
me.
making sure that I
Yeah.
there, even if I still had that spell active. Right.
Does this mean we're on max health as well, or am I still 3 points down?
I'm just gonna give everybody max health. It's just easier to deal with. Like,
Alright.
leveling up like this, since you're outside of a dungeon, is just gonna replenish your health and replenish your spell slots. It's just easier.
Okay.
But it only works if, like, you're inside a town and it's, or, outside of a dungeon, not, like, between fights where you'd have to completely rest up first.
Yes. Thank you.
I think it's best we leave the coffin here and go inside just to
Stop.
check first.
Do we move the coffin through the church to get to the rear, or do we...
The recommendation right now is to leave the coffins there while you guys go on ahead to see what's going on inside the church.
Alright. As
Well,
we leave the
it's
coffin, I
whatever
will close it.
the two brother and sister suggest. Is that what they want us to do? Go check inside the church?
They seem to be agreeable to this. They will, of course, stay with their father's body.
Alright.
Alright, so Kitty, heaves the coffin back down to the ground and peeks her head inside the church.
Phil will move up. Quite briskly. Stop right there and
Yeah, you can-
I suppose.
You continue to hear soft prayers, followed by inhuman screams from what sounds like might be below your feet, the further you approach into the chapel.
Jesus, this place has, the market on creepy shit.
The chapel is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floors. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fevered attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church is a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thin rope that stretches up into the bell tower. From beneath the chapel floor, you can hear a young man's voice crying, "Father, I'm so thirsty!"
Hello, priest.
Why do you have a locked person down in the cellar?
The priest stops his soft prayers, his eyes wet, and he looks up at you. He looks like he's been here for days at least, not eating, not sleeping, just praying. Let's see if there's any good description of him. Hold on. Let's see. Nope, doesn't give any good description. I think I can show you a picture of him though. Oh, well, you can actually see. You can see his picture there, so we're good.
Look at his face.
He looks very sorrowful.
Kind of chubby and sad.
Well, he's starting to get really thin because he hasn't eaten in days, and you can kind of smell that the that he hasn't really moved from that spot in a while either.
Oh. This is as close
Maybe
as
he
it
needs
goes.
a happy cookie.
He kind of
Here,
looks.
you should
Talk to
eat this.
priest.
So,
Gonna roll a perception
Who,
check around the
who are
room.
you? He says in a very soft and very hoarse voice.
Ismark sent us. He wants to bury his father.
Oh, I did not know he had died. You hear another scream with the same words. The man
Are
doesn't
you-
seem to flicker an eyelash at the screams.
Is that your son down there?
Yes. He blinks back tears, or it's close enough to tears. You might be losing some moisture at this point.
Why is your son in the basement?
I had to put him in there when he came back. Came back from the castle. He did not come back alive, the priest adds.
He sounds
He is
pretty lively to
cursed.
me.
He is so cursed. I pray, night and day, for the Morning Lord to remove his curse and give my son back to me.
Now that I've heard the Morning Lord, does that tell me anything about...
Unfortunately, it seems to be a very local deity, and since this place has been out of touch with any place else for a long time, knowledge of this deity is not known outside of this area.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't know it either.
Do I know any cure for vampirism?
I'm
What
not
would
sure.
I
If
roll for that?
There's a dark spell that can do it. I forget which one it is though.
that's good. That would probably be religion or arcana.
Let's see. Well,
Since it deals with things being undead and moving them back to a living state, I was going to go with religion on that one. Holy crap! You rolled an extra.
woohoo! I know everything about religion.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there is an actual spell to cure vampirism. So, I'm gonna go with that you're aware that it's not entirely impossible to cure vampirism, but you've never seen it done. No one you've ever met has ever seen it done. It's more of a theoretical than an actual, but it's not. It's supposedly something that is possible. You just have to find the right way of doing it. Perhaps finding a specific god that will cure it. Perhaps going on a quest to cure somebody of vampirism, so on and so forth. And then, of course, you would have to make sure that that person was secured and not killing people at the same time, which is very hard.
What's your name, sir?
I am Donovan. Donovich. Donovich.
Are you a priest here?
Yes, this is my church. But no one's come back here in a while. Not since my son returned.
What happened? What happened to your church?
You could hear another scream from the basement of being thirsty.
Your son did this?
No. Other creatures came. But the people won't come back because of that.
What creatures?
He kind of looks at you blankly for a minute, as if you should already know this question, the answer to this question. Then
We're new in town.
Anyway, just to reach up and slowly scratch his head. Oh, yes. Well, the hordes of zombies, the beasts that roam the hills, the eyes and ears of the devil Strahd.
And how did you survive?
Oh. He kind of gives you a blank look at that one, as if he doesn't actually know how he's still alive. Perhaps he has simply forgotten. But from looking at him, he does appear to be a living man. He's breathing. He appears to be somewhat warm. He's damp and sweaty.
You appear to be here a long time. Why don't you go home and rest?
This is my home. Then he blinks again. Did you say that you have a body that I need to bury?
Yes. He's Smock's father.
Oh, poor Colian. Well, he shakily gets to his feet, as he's been kneeling in there for a long time. Well, come along. We'll grab you some shovels and you can help me put him in the ground.
Oh, I have my own. I brought my own.
Oh, good. That will save time then.
Maybe we'll go get them. They're at the door.
Yeah, I'll head back and try to grab coffin. I'll try. Hey, me and Kitty.
As he passes by me, I reach into my pack and I pull out a ration and I hand it into his hands.
He mechanically starts eating it as if he doesn't even think about the fact that there's a ration there. That it's just that his body knows what to do, even though his mind is not all there.
I will stop and I will go. Hey, you gonna eat that?
He stops eating halfway through and looks down at it. Oh, and he offers it to you.
Thanks. I'll share it evenly.
I had more rations, you know.
I actually
I was
wanted to share.
He's been here for a while. He looked like he
Taking
needed
food from a
food.
starving
Come on.
man.
Look,
Even I'm not that evil.
I actually thought that he didn't pick it up.
No, he was eating
I-
it mechanically. He was actually eating it. So
Oh,
he wasn't really
sorry.
paying attention to the fact that it was in his hand from a mind point of view, but his body knew what it was doing and started eating.
Okay. I missed the detail. I was gonna pick it up if he didn't pick it up.
Sorry. Poor Colin. He mumbles. Come along towards the back. He starts leading around the side, which doesn't really. It's not really on this map, so we'll just have everybody gather in front and just pretend
All right.
to the graveyard.
Do I have to roll to dig a hole?
Nah, we won't do that.
You do have a shovel. I mean,
I am proficient in shovels.
Shovels. Yeah, basically he takes you to this area right here, and he points out a space that would be a good spot for him for Cullion. All right. He straightens up his vestments, tries to clean himself up as fast as possible, so rubbing his hands together as you guys dig. Dig. Irene and Ismark are standing quietly next to him, watching. Yes, it looks like you guys are doing all the work.
I thought
All
they
right.
would help too. It's their father.
They're also very tired. Looks like. Besides, I don't think there was enough shovels. And
everybody in this town looks either malnourished or stoned, so I don't know.
Phil looks actually quite happy to be digging in the ground. Seems
Right.
quite into it.
Back to your roots.
So are we going to plant a people seed? Is he going to grow a people tree?
That's a very
we will
rude
complete the
joke to make in a
burial.
graveyard.
Donovich says, at dawn. That is when the prayers can be given. So you best go home and sleep, get some sleep, and come back before the sun rises.
But what about your son? Are you really going to keep him in the basement forever?
I am praying to the Morning Lord to deliver him from his curse. Maybe someday he will be able to be himself again. He has this look in his eyes, as if that's the only thing he's clinging to life for, the possibility that maybe his son could be restored.
I think that's kind of evil of your part. Maybe we should give him a swift end instead of eternal suffering.
No.
Maybe that's kind of selfish of your part.
Davos has a point.
Donovich shakes his head vehemently. No, no, no. Oh, that's right. Because the handouts are in a completely other place. That's why. There we go. That's him. Yeah, I forgot that the handouts are actually in another spot. I was looking at the character things and then seeing, the pictures, and then there's actually a link to the handouts in there. So, he just shaking his head and going, no, 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 no. I must be able to cure him. He seems adamant about this.
So what if you're never able to cure him?
He doesn't seem to be able to respond to that question. He's just staring blankly into space as you ask him that. So basically, it's up to you guys if you want to attempt to sneak back when he's not looking and find out where find a way into the basement to deliver his son, or just leave it alone. It's all up to you.
I'm gonna look for a key on his body, on his waist, on his belt, or something.
Sleight of hand?
Do I see one?
Let's see. You don't appear to see one, something hanging down off of him, if that's what you're asking. Excuse me.
Oh.
So you're just going to keep him down in the basement until the day you die of old age. And then what? You're gonna leave him there suffering?
He just again is staring blankly at you as if he cannot imagine that being a possibility. As if what you're saying is nonsense to him.
Danovich, what if he escapes and hurt people? It's gonna be on your conscience.
Phil, you better hold me back, fam.
He hasn't
You
escaped
say
yet.
Boy, one of the party that went up to the castle and came back alive.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Was his son one of the people that went up to the castle with the wizard?
Yes, that's a year ago. His son went up to the castle and didn't come back. Nobody really came back. The son supposedly died there and then came back, and none of which noticed that he was vampire spawn and locked him in the basement. So,
What kind of curse does your son have?
a curse that makes him very thirsty. He craves sustenance.
I'm assuming it's not your typical type of sustenance. Otherwise, you just feed him.
No, and if I could just feed him, that would be okay, but the feeding is not good. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Something going real fast.
It's sad that the cleric wants to hit him.
That the feeding will simply make everything worse for him. That his soul might be completely lost if he feeds. He suffers, but maybe he won't suffer an eternal damnation.
Wouldn't it be better to end him before he has the chance? He's liable to break out of there at some point.
It seems like even though Donovich should respond to reason in this argument, that he's adamant about the fact that he has everything in hand. Perhaps he's suffering from some kind of madness. Unable to face reality.
Alright, well, I don't typically murder people unless I get paid for it, so,
I would only call it murder if the person was alive.
Racist much?
Undead isn't a race.
Speak for yourself.
They're filth.
I mean, we can't just go around murdering everybody who's got a curse.
Did that, we'd probably have to take out half this town. We're not here to clean the world. There are a lot of bad things that are going to happen, and that's how things happen. That's how things go.
True enough.
Life is cruel.
I
I'm
got
gonna
caught off.
walk. I'm gonna walk near Arena, and I'm gonna say it's a beautiful lady like you must have a lot of pretender in the city.
Arena looks over at you, kind of frowns. What are you asking me?
Uh, a beautiful lady like you must have a lot of pretenders in the city.
She just shakes her head. The one who wishes for me shall not have me.
And who is that one?
Her eyes flick up towards the mountain that you're standing next to, and then back down again. Her face is just kind of scrunching up. She does not wish to say the name.
Oh. You look very fashionable. Do you mind asking where you bought this scarf?
It was made for me.
Do you mind if I see it? And I want to do a persuasion check on that. I'm a merchant, and that scarf looks like a high quality scarf. I just want to see its fabrics.
Please leave me alone, she says. And at this point, Ismark steps over and looks between you and goes, "What are you saying to my sister?"
Oh, nothing. Just saying that she's really beautiful.
Alright, so while you guys are talking in the graveyard, somebody's going back into the church. Got it.
Well, if you guys are so insistent of leaving this man to his fate, I suppose it's none of our business.
My vote is with Katie. I'm kind of a merchant too, so I want to get paid to do stuff.
Currently, Donovich is in the graveyard talking to Ismark and Irene. Let's move there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
nudge
chickens
Kitty
over
to
here.
come with me real quick.
I'm not gonna go kill the son.
Oh, I'm
He's not gonna do
kill
that.
him.
You can see that there are doors lining the hallway. So I did mention that before. Yes? There are doors.
Oh, these ones.
Are they unlocked? Is a better question.
Well, you'll have to test the knobs and find out, won't you?
Well, if I die, bury me.
Oh, still have the shovel.
Good. Yeah, I'll try to open the doors.
Which door would you like
Kitty's
to try
just
first?
Kitty's just gonna hang out around outside by the grave.
Alright, so which door would you like to try first?
The one I'm standing right next to.
Okay, so that'd be this one. You open the door, and you see a dirty little room with a wooden bed and a straw-filled mattress. There's a small table rests next to it with an oil lamp that's burned brightly. Above the bed is a sun-shaped holy symbol. Apparently, this is for the Morning Lord.
Listen, Federan, I'm not with you on this. I wanted to bring peace to this guy, but
Oops.
obviously we don't have the rest of the people with us.
Oh, never mind. That was the right bedroom.
Like,
Duh.
is the symbol like just hanging, or is it attached to something?
It's mounted above the bed's headboard.
Okay, so it can't come off.
Yes. Well, it would be noticed if it had been taken off.
I guess I'll listen to Phil.
Any other doors you would like to try? There's 3 others.
I guess I'm not listening to Phil. Yeah, I'll try to open them.
Okay.
Wow, that lasted long.
The knob of this one turns easily. It is also this one is dirty, but is lightless. Unlike the other one where the light is burning brightly. You see a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Above the bed's headboard, another of those wooden symbols. It looks like it hasn't been used in at least a year.
I guess I'll just keep going until I find one door that won't open. Ow.
Oh, jackpot. I'm kind of
Ti-
curious, so I'm standing behind him.
Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water. In one corner, set in the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor, held shut with a chain and a padlock. You can hear the screams more clearly from here.
I'm gonna turn to Davos and tell him I'm about to do some stupid stuff. Step right in.
I'm gonna step over to Catherine and just go. I heard they're doing stupid stuff in the church. Just for your information, in case something happens.
Stop selecting all.
I'm gonna try to open it when you have a minute.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. You can tell as you pull out the lock that the trap door happens to also be swollen to its frame. That even if you can get the lock off, you will need to wrench the door open after that.
It's made of wood, right?
Yes. So you'll need a strength check to wedge it open.
Fedrin, I think it's best we leave the vampire demonic son there.
Nope, the rolls are not in your favor, my friend.
With such a heavy strength roll, you managed to pull the trapdoor open and break the lock. The lock apparently was very rusty and came apart quite easily with that pull. And you can descend into the darkness. Would anybody else like to go into the trapdoor?
Do I hear?
Hey, Fulgor.
Do I hear that they are
dynamic
actually
lighting.
successful?
Yeah, you could hear the sound of something breaking. Even let's see, Fulgar, Phil, and Catherine could easily hear something breaking just inside there. Davos, you could actually see Federin ripping open that door.
I'm puffing on my pipe and rubbing the bridge of my nose with 2 fingers.
You going down, Davos?
No, I'm
I wanted getting it.
I'm gonna scream like, guys! I think Fedrin is trying to kill the vampire alone, and I'm gonna stay at the border and just to see what do I see inside.
I'm just gonna shout. I'm gonna just sort of shout back,
Since
not
I have
in such a loud noise that everyone else hears me in the back of the church. I'm just gonna go. I think Fedrin is an idiot.
You could smell wooden. You could smell rotten wood from down there, along with something else more. Fedrin, from your position, you can see rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. You could see the rotting wooden pillars straining under the weight of the wooden ceiling, which, of course, is the floor just where most of you guys are standing. You can see candlelight from the chapel above slipping through cracks, and with them, you can glimpse a gaunt shape in the corner.
Is it dark or is it visible?
It's very dark down there. Hold on.
I'm gonna use light then.
You can hear the young man, whatever the dark form is in the corner, screaming. And then, for a moment, it calms down, and you can hear somebody. You can hear it. You can hear the hissing of, "I can smell your blood."
I'm gonna move closer.
Fulgar, run!
Oh, it's free. Didn't know that.
What? Who's telling me you run? Or did you use wrong name?
Fredrin's the one in the basement. Fulgar is standing next to Phil outside.
Run, Fulgar. You heard him.
Oh, run over here then. Come help him.
Wow, their movement is fucking lots.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
I was gonna take a step up
How do you roll
first.
initiative again? Oh yeah, initiative.
I mean, I'm still up in the like attempting to flirt with the sister.
I'm
So
gonna tell you what was coming through my mind when this happened. I was gonna go down there. I thought he was tied up. I was gonna look at him and like say I'm sorry to him and then leave. But nope, I'm fucked. Oh wait a minute. No, I'm not.
Oh, you're sending me those whispers to say what your character's doing. I thought those were just comments. I'm sorry.
What?
I just noticed that like the kitty even whispering me her actions. Not I thought these were just comments about something, this and that. Let's see. We're still missing a couple people.
Well, I mean, I'm out in the yard. I guess you would bother.
I'm like 10 feet away from you, and I rolled as well.
Yeah, Fedrin needs to roll, and Kitty needs to roll. Just in case you guys wish to
rolled.
rejoin.
Would you rather change my name to actually Fred now, or?
It's not showing up on the list. Hold on.
Because I see it up there, and it should
I
have
got a
14.
Hold on. It didn't show up my Turner list. Let me see that again. Ah.
All you guys hear is the most girly scream ever.
Yeah, you're right. I can see that too. So I'll just add you. Fulgar, you have the first reaction. You can hear a halfling screaming from inside the church at this point.
I sigh deeply, and I start heading for the room. So 30 feet of movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I could get it on the trapdoor. I'll stand beside the trapdoor and yeah, that's pretty much what I can do for now. I'm gonna let the way few for other people to go through as well, in case other people rush by.
Reen basically just gives Kitty a look. Though she might be interested at some point, at the moment she's more of a "why are you looking at me like that" sort of thing. Phil.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna look at the kid and go. Is it okay if it's self-defense? And I'm gonna walk in.
I condone violence.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
All right.
All right. As I get there, do I see down?
You can't quite see Federer from where you are. You can just hear him crying out from down there.
But Federer is the only one who's down there.
And of course the vampire spawn.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm not gonna pull out the vampire. I was hoping I could reach down and pull him up.
No, he's too far down. There's too many steps downward.
And plus, he's short, so that makes him even harder to grab.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
You can't even see him from this angle. You can just hear him.
Halflings can't jump.
You'd see a set of steps going down. It's not like a ladder or anything like that.
Well, I'm gonna pull my sword and just get ready. If something other than a halfling pops his head up, I'm gonna smack it. Oh, sorry, I don't have my sword. I'm gonna pull out my shovel.
We'll have to get you outfitted with a new sword at some point. Federin, what would you like to do other than scream?
5. Inflict wounds.
Oh
wow.
Oh wow.
Snake eyes.
The vampires. The vampires. Yeah, and now the vampire spawn's turn at that. The vampire spawn's eyes light up as you come close, assuming that you're presenting yourself to him as food.
Oh my god.
Oh my ninja advantage. Well, I used 5 feet, so I'm gonna use 5. Tag of opportunity. 10, 15, and I'm gonna
Unless you disengage, he gets a.
No, I just used my action. The only thing I have.
He gets an attack of opportunity, so that means he gets to swipe at you.
Yeah, if he's within range and you're not, and
That
you don't
misses.
disengage, yeah, he gets attack of opportunity.
He missed though. So yeah, I just got out of the thing. I'm basically up with them now.
God damn.
I'm gonna scream "slam it shut" the moment I get out though.
Well, with all the people standing around, you'd still need another turn to get all the way out.
Well, he's short, so he can get through the legs of the 2 tall people.
That's what Lightfoot is, fam.
Wait, can you repeat that, please? You can attack, and then you can actually run all the way away.
He's got 25 feet of movement, so if he doesn't use it all in the first bit, he can use the
Yeah,
rest of
I
it.
no, I can literally get exactly where she put me.
Okay, so yeah, you're there yelling for them to close it, but it's not quite. You don't. Unfortunately, the vampire still gets a turn.
Yeah, definitely.
The vampire. You can hear the vampire running up the steps and is trying to bite down on your leg.
Mammy, bitch. Oh.
Oh.
You taunted it.
The
You don't have a leg anymore.
The vampire
Jesus.
chomps down on your leg and starts drinking greedily of your blood. Seems quite happy about this.
Yep.
Oh,
How much total
now?
damage is that?
That is
Let's see.
28.
Boom. Insta gone.
Are you dead?
Instantly.
The target dies with this effect.
Halfling vampire motherfucker.
What the fuck? Come on.
Super dead.
Your maximum hit points gets to 0, dude.
I'm about to be a vampire.
Wait. How much? What is your maximum? hit
At
point?
21.
Oh,
Okay,
so it's not double. So you're not insta dead at least.
No, definitely not. But
Yeah,
that's
But,
like,
you gotta read the
Okay, dice
effect of
is-
the bite. And then,
Spectre reduces its hit point maximum to 0.
His Achilles heel.
oh wait.
the target dies if this effect reduces it
Yeah, instant dead, halfling dead.
amount to 0.
Oh wow. Let's not get his point.
Where's the graveyard of D&D characters in this game mode?
Yeah.
Well, I literally said, somebody bring me a shovel. Well, your cleric's gone. Have fun with that.
Fuck me. Veteran, you fucking moron.
The fuck you mean, Fredrin? There's no more Fredrin. Fredrin's dead.
Oh no, I'm just saying that to your dead corpse.
Why is it the fucking DM has such godly rolls? Oh my god.
Fuck.
also
me.
taunted
Most of the time I get the worst rolls ever in games.
Oh my god.
Kitty?
So Kitty looks at Irina kind of sheepishly and is like, she's like, excuse me for a minute, and then she moves inside.
I wouldn't do that. Oh wait, I'm dead.
You hear another voice in your head. It's
Right, so
Veteran.
I don't get all the way inside, I just get to there. 'Cause I
You
only
hear
got
people
30 feet.
screaming and somebody calling out Fedrin's name after you heard Fedrin scream and gurgle. Devos.
Do I see the vampire?
You see the vampire's head latched onto Fedrin's leg.
It's the amount of necrotic damage that his HP goes down by. And if that drops his HP down to 0, he's dead. So he's not insta dead.
Yeah, so it was 15.
Oh.
It was 15 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
You're not
so-
dead. You still have to make death saves, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's not dead. It's because
Yeah,
it was the
you have to
necrotic
read the
damage.
whole thing. It's a bit. It's a bit
Can I shoot it with
Yes.
my crossbow?
Yes, you may.
Rock savior of
As it
Fedrin
just
at
hanging
all
onto-
times, always.
I will try, but we're all cluttered up around it, so
Well, if you're like right in front of it, you get a disadvantage on ranged.
Yeah.
If it's within 5 feet of you, that's a disadvantage.
Shoot it.
The bolt misses, embeds itself into the floor.
Oh my god,
I-
fucking stupid.
And I went to step away. I'm like, I'm gonna
Okay.
is it
I want
on
to stay
Fredrin's
here.
spot?
Well, it's in my leg.
It's hanging from his leg down in the trapdoor, like, ah!
Yeah.
One willing creature.
Let's see here.
Okay.
Fulgur.
I need my turn.
If I
Uh, let's see. Hellish Rebuke a ranged. Check real quick. A spell here. Hellish Rebuke is a ranged attack.
I can't believe you just insta-died on me there, Fedrin.
Yep. I didn't even get to use what I was going to. The moment I was like, yeah, I have a best
can't
friend
use
who's
that right
also
now.
dead.
Let's see. Trying to figure out. I will
Do you have it in
range.
your spells?
Hellish Rebuke is a reaction, so I guess I will. Can I? Basically, what I want to do is I want to reach for it, shocking grass it on whatever on the arm that's holding onto Fedrin, and then yank Fedrin out of there.
That
Okay.
doesn't hurt.
Ooh.
Ooh.
5 lightning damage. Resistance.
I can let go, and while I pull Fedrin out of there.
Yeah, it cries out in pain from the damage you inflicted.
Yeah, I pull him and toss him on the other side of the room.
Alright.
That was
Tossing a halfling.
It's a fun game.
Phil, what would you like to do? You have options. You can try to shut the trapdoor with the broken lock on it, or you can attempt to go down into the basement and smack at the vampire spawn.
Well, since I'm not an idiot, I will close the hatch door and stand on top of it to
Alright.
provide weight.
Alrighty.
Chestnuts.
And
this point-
if I do, and I want to also say, if I see any fingers coming out of the hatch door, I want to smack them with my shovel.
Good work. As you stand there, standing in there, poor Fedrin there seems to be dying. Would somebody like to take care of him?
I literally fed a vampire.
I'm gonna try to help him.
I've got other things on my mind right now. I'd rather not die.
I will try to patch him up then.
He's still bleeding out. Your attempt to heal him is
I
superior.
fumble around with the wraps. I don't know what I'm doing.
You grabbed the wrong foot.
Hey, that's not the
I guess
Somebody
you
do
go to the
something
door
about
and
this.
attempt to medicine, but she's not proficient in it.
Wait, what the fuck's my actual good spell?
Well, you're better than the rest of them. You managed to actually wrap a bandage around his bleeding leg.
Mine was just not saying. It was just too loose.
This is... No, level, not name,
That should be able to stabilize him. So.
Cure wounds, that's what it was. Cure wounds.
As you're working on Fedrin, Donovich comes running in. What have you done? You shouldn't be in here. He looks adamant and worried at this point.
Oh, this idiot made the mistake while we're bandaging him.
I did a rock. Bulgor.
Cure.
The idiot opened the lock, and now your son is trying to get out. You have a new lock.
I didn't even have the key for that one. I lost it somewhere. He exclaims.
We
And then he
have a
looks
locksmith
down and
with
starts
us.
paling at the wounds on Fulgar, even though they're being bandaged on Fulgar's leg. He's fed?
Kind of looks that way.
Donovich leans against the wall, despair in his eyes.
He might have even fed before he got back. Have that ever crossed your conscience?
He blinks slowly.
I'm a locksmith. I can close this.
The
Pressing
the
the
chain
lock?
the chain got snapped. The chain and the lock both got snapped when he pulled the door up.
Well, I think it's best we go down there then and finish the job.
Oh God. Do I notice?
Oh my god.
Do I notice any rumbling beneath me?
No, the hits seem to have gone away, and the vampire spawn seems to have moved off somewhere underneath in the basement.
Probably napping off its meal.
Oh God.
Look, at this point, let us take care of it. You can't keep it contained.
Donovich, do you have another chain?
Donovich shakes his head. No.
Your pack come with chains.
Can you pay us to take care of him?
Give me a minute. I start rummaging through my pack. I might pull out something good here. I have pythons and a hammer. We could try to hammer this down close.
Oh, that could work. Unless you break the wood.
That would be bad.
I'm not a carpenter, but I can try to do that.
I'm a
Kind of
carpenter.
tools.
I'm quite good
Oh.
with carpenting. I know.
Then
I forgot to
Irene
do that.
and Ismark also appear to be capable of hammering nails and planks together, considering what you've seen of their house.
We
course.
could literally board this up.
Though now that it's fed, is the nails and a board gonna be enough to keep it contained?
5 times you close.
Let's see.
I don't know if they really gained that much strength over one meal.
what do you think, Father Donovich?
If someone
Please.
can bring me the broken pieces of wood from the church and some tools, I could probably hammer this up.
Please don't hurt him. The priest begins to plead.
Border up it is. Get us some wood. I start pulling out the pythons and the hammer.
Yep. Hand them over. I know how to do this.
Irene and Ismark decide to help you out by dragging in some of the pieces of wood from the pews.
Kitty's gonna drag Fulgar out of the way.
What do you mean, Fedrin? Everyone keeps saying my name when they're not instead of his.
Well, put your name in your thing. It's a lot easier.
My name is in there, not his. He's his panda. I'm Fulgar.
I have Panda put his name in his thing, so I can. I go by whatever name's on the bottom of the screen because it's.
I'm gonna help and get some wood too.
Alright, at this point you've managed to gather up enough wood. Do you have enough nails? I think one
I
of you
have
said you had
10.
nails.
10 pythons, so they're very large.
2 tons.
They're kind of like
Yeah.
almost metal stakes.
Yeah, they're like climbing spikes.
Yeah, you could probably hammer those directly through the planks and into the floor, since it's all wooden. They should hold.
Should I roll for it?
No, I'm just going to say that you've spent some time doing that.
There's a good amount of people. You've got a good amount of help, and there's
Yeah.
There's nothing pushing against the door, so it's nothing like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Donovich, after a while, calms down and retires to his office, which you see he opens the door and closes the door and goes in there.
Kitty wants to talk to him and ask him what he cursed because if the halfling's gonna get it, like how catchable is it? She kind of knocks on the door and just, and asks him how high of a risk their friend is at for turning.
The Donovich looks up from his office chair. What you see in the office is an old desk and chair with another one of those holy symbols mounted, looking like a sunburst, mounted on the wall. You also see a 10-foot-long iron rod attached to the north wall that's standing bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against another far wall stands wooden cabinets with 4 tall doors. There's an empty wooden pour box that's resting on a seat. It's resting directly on the desk since he had to pick it up and move it. You don't see much else out in plain sight as he looks over at you. How catchable? Well, from what I understand, only a vampire can actually make vampire spawn. Somebody who's been bitten and drained. As for your friend, if he survives, I do not. Sorry, even if he does not survive this, I do not think he will become a vampire spawn too. But I'm not completely sure of that.
Well, I guess I'll just have to keep an eye on him and smash his head if it comes to that.
Well, with my role of religion from earlier about vampirism, do you think I would know that about him turning?
Yes. You would know that. Yes, it makes a full vampire to make vampire spawn.
Can you heal our friend?
Vampires were fine.
Donovich shakes his head. I do not have the skills anymore. It has been too long.
All right. Well, if we're not, we're going to come back in the morning to bury the.
The guy's buried. We just have to come back for the prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So
the
time
people.
is.
Yeah. Because you've been spending all this time here digging and now fighting, it is heading on towards evening.
All right. So Kitty's going to thank the abbot guy, and then she's going to like sling veteran over her shoulder.
Aww.
Be like, let's go.
And they take you, and Ismark and Irene take you guys back to their house, the Burgermaster's house. Oops.
To the burger house.
Where we take a short rest so that he can regain HP.
We'll probably do a long rest tonight.
Yeah.
I'm expecting something might happen in the evening to begin with. So.
Yeah, I mean, a short rest is probably good to start.
Suppose.
Because I mean, on a long rest, you get back your hit dice, so you might as well spend your hit dice now, then use your long rest to get them back.
Yeah.
As soon as you're all inside the house, Irene bars the door and leads Kitty over to a bed to place Federin. She frowns.
She kind of unceremoniously dumps him on there, like not gentle at all, but
A sack of potatoes.
yeah, pretty much.
Irene frowns down at the halfling. You got drained that quickly.
Not a lot of blood in somebody that small, huh?
I suppose not. She reaches a hand over to him, touching his brow. I'm amazed there's any life left in him at all.
Phil will sit down and pray for him. Pray for his stupidity.
What can you tell us about
Fulgar leaned
vampire
against the
drinking
wall
blood?
and started smoking his pipe again.
What can you tell us about what? I'm sorry.
Vampires drinking blood? I ask Irene.
Irene grimaces, making a face, and she holds her. She holds onto the scarf tighter again around her neck. They desire blood over everything else, it seems.
Figure out how I whisper. Just write /whisper.
/W and the person's name that you're trying to whisper to.
So where are we gonna sleep?
She looks up from her gazing at Fedrin. My brother will show you. Ismark is currently sitting in the side room where his father had been sequestered for a few days.
Does it still smell?
It has a faint odor, but apparently Ismark is not upset by this. Perhaps he's grown used to it.
Unrecognized command. Is there a space between the W and the username?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, that's why. Okay, thank you.
So, the Ismark is pouring himself a small drink and sipping from a small mug.
I'm gonna eat my
Smells
happy
like.
cookie.
Ooh, excellent.
Oh God.
You feel like everything is right with the world. You feel wonderful.
Hey guys, these cookies are great. Eat yours, Caddy. The world is beautiful.
She pulls it out, like sniffs it, and shrugs and eats it.
And Kitty, you now feel like everything's wonderful.
Trying the cookies. Huh?
See, I told you.
Hi.
This house is so beautiful.
Even with Fulgar laying there on not Fulgar, sorry. Even with Fedrin laying there on a guest bed, half dead, you feel like nothing is wrong and everything is right.
I'm whispering about touching the girl touching me, like the new one. I'm like, oh no, stay back. Ooh. Even when he's dead.
What?
What?
Weird dreams from a half moon.
Oh God.
Don't worry, guys. Everything's good. This place is beautiful.
I'm not worried for his life.
Don't worry.
Everyone
About
here
a
seems to be quite
thing.
reckless.
Every little thing's
He was still
gonna
breathing
be
when we got to him.
alright.
We were able to pull him out before things got too bad.
He does look very pale, though.
He was drained a lot of blood, that's for sure. I go to make sure if his heart is still beating.
It is. It's beating slowly, though.
Maybe some healing would help this guy, but I know he was our main source of healing.
Well, you
Phil.
do also have
Yeah.
Phil.
What?
Can you try that trick you did with me? Maybe that'll help him.
You mean a prayer?
Yeah. Something.
Sure. Could work. I will sit down and whisper a prayer to Shanti and give him a 1 hit point from my pool. So you basically go up to 1 hit point.
So he's back among us.
His eyes are able to flicker open and he wishes to wake up.
Jesus, that like Shanti, that actually work?
Shanti believes in you, apparently.
I'm literally instantly gonna jump on Phil, go Sharpie, no, and start hugging him.
I will attempt to throw him back at the bed.
I will attempt to grapple him.
Strength check.
Yeah, it's an opposed strength check this time.
Yep.
Acrobatics
Fight.
or athletics.
Damn it.
But Fight is clinging to you too tightly.
I'm just shaking my arms and he's just holding on.
Well, at least he's happy to be alive.
This idiot should not have done it in the first place.
We all learn from our mistakes, I hope. I
just
did.
look over.
Don't worry, guys. Everything's beautiful. Everything's
As
gonna
long
be
as we have
alright.
each other's backs, I think we can make it through this place.
Fed,
Why
you
is
do
people
realize you
violated?
almost died to a vampire.
What? Do I notice
That
like Kitty
beautiful vampire.
and who is it? Davos? Their eyes.
Yeah, you can probably see that they appear to be stoned or something of the equivalent.
Are they high?
Probably.
So
I
while
don't
I
know.
was dead, you got high.
I
So
didn't.
you're high. So you're high. So you're high. You
So
remember
I
that,
got high.
that really
No,
weird
they
song from the 90s?
You wanna get high?
At the
Bro.
time, Grizz.
I was supposed to clean my room, then I got high.
Supposed to die by a vampire.
Wanna get high?
I was gonna kill a vampire, but then I got.
Then I got high.
But I get
Then I
high.
got high.
But I get
But I
high.
got high.
But I get high.
I was gonna save my friend from a vampire, but then I got high.
You kind of make me wish I had one of those buns as well now.
Well, you could probably go out and try to find Morganth if you want.
I will not bother.
Alright.
I'm almost curious to see what I'm like. I'm gonna check something real quick. This is giving me ideas. We're starting to do too many songs.
Ay, ay, ay.
What is this? I forgot why I put this on here.
Oh, I forgot. I literally based my character around buffing. Shit. Why was I? I'm a buffing character. Jumps into the battle.
Well, it's funny when characters act stupidly. They add more drama to the encounter.
I know it's great. I didn't think I was getting a one hit though. Damn.
But he's not acting stupidly. He's acting in character. So
Exactly. Because his character is the wandering preacher, and thought that the vampire spawn was chained up in the basement, and thought he wanted to go down there and give him, a prayer, and instead he found a vampire that was very much unchained, and it came right after him.
Tries to jump out, gets insta-killed.
Hey, Federin, I just want you to know, if you would have died there, right in front of me, I would have pushed your body down into the basement to distract the vampire.
Inflict wounds.
Once I hit my level 6, I might multi-class into something else. That would be funny.
PvP.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast light directly on his face, like right in front of his face, so it's attached to his nose, basically.
Really?
Well, the spell light attached to a living thing.
No.
Let me get it right
Yes,
here.
I believe so. You
Light
can make
be
people
colored.
glow.
Damn it.
An
put on the dead epithelium on his nose.
If you target an object held or worn by a hostile,
It must succeed a dexterity saving throw to avoid the spell.
It says held or
it's-
worn. It does not say anything about a living body
I'll
or the
put
dead
it on
skin
his
cells.
shirt, then.
He's wearing skin cells.
Roll a dexterity save.
Well, he's prone, so he gets
Yep.
disadvantage, right? Or no?
No, Phil's the one who is standing.
I thought it was the other guy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he beat it
Yeah,
by
but Phil is
one.
restrained by the grapple, isn't he?
True. But my spell save DC is like 13, so he passes it.
I might as well.
He just jumps out of the way. He's like, Novak.
Nope.
Oh, wait, I have to be touching. I am touching already.
Stop touching.
I'm grappled on you, fam.
Yeah, you're still clinging to him like a koala.
So I guess Kitty seems a little wobbly on her feet, and she kind of tugs on the guy's arm and asks him where the bed is.
Ismark looks up from his drink and kind of slowly gets up from his thing after he notices the look in your eyes. Come on, I'll take you. And it shows her to one of the guest rooms.
And she would just promptly like collapse into one of the beds.
Yeah, I
Who's
feel like
gonna
it's
go
time
to
to sleep.
bed?
So you probably won't get any help from her tonight.
How are the windows boarded up in the guest room I'm sleeping in?
The same as everywhere else. Every window in the place has been boarded up. There's no longer any
Right.
glass in any of them.
Do I think it's boarded up safely? Like, do
Yep,
I approve of the carpenting work?
I would imagine so. It's very nice carpentry work.
In that case, I will sleep. Double check.
Stay up a bit, like say like first watch kind of thing. Because I'm still good on all my spells. So.
Oh, Philius assumes that he's safe enough here.
Are you kidding me?
I just like take. It's just basically when everybody goes to sleep, Fulgar just sits on at a table smoking his pipe.
Thank you.
Stay there, like thinking about it, think about everything.
Are we taking a long rest now?
Yeah,
That's what
so
I was
the
thinking. That's what I was thinking, like taking first watch or something.
Wait, were you taking a long rest?
We
Yes.
were taking a short rest first and then a long rest.
Wow,
Because,
I just wasted my hit dice then.
yeah, because you can't go to the funeral until just before dawn.
How do you roll for getting hit dice back during a long rest? It's like 1d4.
You get half your hit dice back on a long rest.
What if it's 3? I get what?
I think it's rounded up or down. That's up of the DM's call, I think.
I'll allow it. Rolling
Round
up
up.
at this point, considering how bad your health is.
I feel like I spent that entire night with a fever, just slowly dying, and then when I woke up, I was covered in my own sweat.
Well, Phil will wake up bright and early.
Alright. Yeah. Ismark basically comes around and starts waking people up once it's time to go.
Vedran is last to Fulgar's last to wake up.
Now you're doing it.
Fine.
That's just
There's
funny.
2 F names.
There's 3, actually. There's Phil also.
Yeah, except Phil
Yeah.
is with a P, I believe.
In the thing, throw him with an F.
Or is it? Oh, that's right. No, that's right. It's 3 letters.
Yeah, Phil.
Thinking Phil as in Phil.
Phil.
I mean, talk about Vedran, it's not my fault.
How did you change your name down here in the small boxes?
The little
Cog.
gear wheel. It says display name. And just write in what you want your display name to say. But anyway, Ismar comes around and starts shaking everybody awake. It's time to go. We need to get to the funeral.
Kitty, despite having slept like the dead, is like really groggy and like disgruntled when she gets up.
Is there like breakfast being served by this guy, or is it literally just
Nope, he's not giving you anything. He's basically telling you, get up.
get the fuck out of my house?
Freeloaders.
As I start heading up, I pull out a ration and start eating it. Seven left.
Don't you guys eat in the morning?
I'm eating.
I mean,
I'm eating on my way.
I didn't bring any rations.
Oh.
It was supposed to be a short trip.
I'm asking our hosts.
Irene
Ah,
basically
bird.
says pats her stomach and says, I really don't feel like eating until we get Father buried.
Well, I'm gonna eat it away, shoot.
Come
have
on.
gonna-
Come on. The quicker we do this, quicker we can get the hell out of here.
Yeah, while we go there, I'm gonna go eat a ration too.
The Reverend, who looks like he actually got some sleep that last night, greets you at the door to the church. Everything's ready, he tells you.
How are the planks holding up?
I checked them this morning. I checked them when I rose, and they have not moved. He's not even screaming anymore down there, but I do hear occasional whimpers.
If humanity has returned, just for a bit.
I doubt that.
All right.
Well,
Donovich leads you guys over to the gravesite, arranges you around, and starts reciting a prayer. This prayer is apparently to the Morning Lord, and is said just as the sun starts to rise. It speaks basically volumes about, may this, may that, talking about the sun and deliverance from Barovia.
praise the sun.
Night Solar. Wait, I thought we couldn't die in this town.
Apparently we can die, but our souls will not leave.
Huh.
And that's what he's praying for. He's praying for souls to,
Escape from the infernal.
yeah, basically for souls to escape this place.
I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather leave with my body intact.
Speak for yourself.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, I didn't say anything. I don't know what you
He presses you into service once more to help cover to push dirt into the grave, which the Irene and Ismark also help with, though this is their hands and feet that's helping to push the dirt around instead of shovels that you guys have. And once this is done, Donovich turns to your group and says that I know that Ismark keeps saying, and he nods towards Ismark, that you should take Irene to Irene. You should go to Valaki. He looks at her for a moment, but please, I think that she'd be much better off at the Abbey of Saint Markovia, over in Krezk. Krezk. Sorry, I have hard pronunciation on that one.
Krisk.
Krezk. I think she'd be a lot better off there than in Valaki. Ismark seems to be a little bit frowning at that, but basically he looks at you and says, "I don't care. I don't care about which. I just want to keep Irene safe." Irene sighs as if she would rather be taking care of herself, but has acknowledged the fact that she needs help once again.
Well,
Does the lady have a choice?
She shakes her head and then glances over at the castle, which the mists are mostly revealing today. The mist up there seems to be flowing around the outside of the castle. You can see it clear. See parts of it up on that mountain that you're almost against.
Well, let me rephrase it. Does she has a preference?
That's it. That's what she's about to say. As long as we're away from there, she kind of gestures towards the castle, which is more visible now.
Well, the town has walls, and what does the monastery provide in safety?
The Abbey, the Donovich corrects.
Oh, Abbey.
It is a holy place. It's much holier than here. He kind of acknowledges, looking down towards the chapel. I imagine she will be safe there.
You swayed me. Guys, I'd say we go to the Abbey.
I vote the city. There's lots of merchants there.
We could
Both are towns.
buy her save it.
Valaki and Krezix are both towns.
Oh,
The
Which
Abbey-
one is closer?
Let's see. Ismark is going to respond with. Let me look at the map again, which I would actually have open if I hadn't forgot my book. Let's see. Which location is the Abbey? Give me a second. I need to. It's much more difficult to look it up on here.
understandable.
Let's see. There's some woods. It's Mountain Road. There's the village. There's the castle. Excellent. Okay, I think that might be it over there. Ah, there it is. I found it. And then he sighs and says, Ismark points out, Valaki is a lot closer than Krezix, but maybe.
Is it on the way?
Valaki is on the way. We'd have to pass right. Sorry. Actually, no. Well, hold on one second. Let me look at the road again. Yeah, Valaki would be along the road, but the road twists and turns everywhere. We could always go overland if we wanted to, and head to head there. And Valaki is still closer though than Krezix.
Well, just get her somewhere.
Well, it sounds like an interesting idea would be we go to Valaki, and if we realize it's not safe enough there, we can move to the Abbey.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I agree.
He nods.
Um,
I, unfortunately, he says, must stay here for now. As long as you keep my sister safe, I'll be able to focus on settling my father's affairs here in town before I can get ready for the assault on Strahd. Where shall we meet? Shall we meet in Valaki, perhaps in 2 weeks, or shall you come back here?
We could stay in Valaki. Keep your sister safe if you.
If you
Phil
move
will
on
walk
from...
over to.
Give me a minute. I want to check something real quick. Yeah. Okay.
Phil would like to walk over to Ismark and say, I'd be more than happy to protect your sister, but it's very hard to do so with only a shovel. Would you
Yes.
happen to have a weapon to spare?
He thinks for a moment, then nods his head. I will fetch you something from the house.
Thank you. I will use it in your sister's favor.
Thank you very much.
Are we getting paid?
No. No, we are not.
What?
Pain?
Oh, paid.
I kind of just asked that to see if anyone respond. Are we getting paid?
He looks up and says, as soon as my sister is safe, I will help you take on Strahd, which might be your only way out of here, out of this land. But I cannot focus on taking on Strahd until my sister is safe. Together, we might actually have a chance of defeating him.
Oh,
Because the last time it went so well.
There are definitely numbers and strength before being able to take on such an endeavor. As strength we're right now, we stand no chance, that's for sure.
Alright. So once you get back to the house, and Ismark starts packing, helping his sister pack things up, Ismark also walks over to Phil and hands him a longsword. This belonged to my father. I believe your capable hand should wield it now. I have a sword of my own.
I will carry it with honor. Suppose that's what a knight would say at this point.
Thank you. Means a lot. Just make sure my sister is safe. That is all that matters.
I will do my best.
All right, everyone has been furnished with a pack of supplies, and the group of you are now heading off. Unless you guys have something else you wish to do first.
Are we going on foot, or do we have a carriage? Or...
Evidently, you're going on foot. They don't have a carriage you can ride on.
Oh, I'm used to traveling on foot.
Same as I.
Kitty seems thrilled about walking, but
I hate walkings, guys. I'm a little gnome.
could ride on Phil.
I think not.
All right. Excuse me. Once again, I do not have my book, but I'll give a little bit of stuff as you guys are heading out. Let me post something.
Don't tempt me.
Dog riders! Woohoo! Okay, sorry, I need to find the oh, that's right, there's tables in here that they have. Ah, good, they're there.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna try to grab a bite of food.
Okay.
Random encounter chart.
Yeah, like I said, I left the book at work by accident. And I was reading over the random encounter chart the last time because I really wanted to do something cool with it. And unfortunately, let's see. We've got our introduction. Let's look here. There's age, light, details, humor. I already read all of that. Maybe it's in the next chapter. Ah! Okay, maybe it's in this chapter. Sorry, they have everything nicely organized into chapters, chapters of the book. Unfortunately, they do not have it separated into things like random encounter tables in its own section. It has to go into the specific chapter that explains them.
I'm familiar with the layout of the books.
Yeah. So it's currently still morning, edging towards midday as you guys leave.
Is it acceptable weather?
Yeah, the weather's foggy as always. Trying to lose sight of the castle, which is over in this. You saw it. Oops. Ah, sorry, that's why. You saw it over in this direction. If you can see that at all.
No, the entire screen is black.
Okay. Oh, the entire screen's black? Hold on. Shouldn't be
It's there. You just gotta scroll out, see where it is.
Okay. So I have the fog of war enables that your characters wouldn't know the layout of the map of where things are.
I was just in the wrong area.
I'm sorry. I should have pinged you back to Barovia. There you go. Okay.
So I guess as we move out, Kitty would suggest that we kind of travel in a little bit of the military information with the person we're protecting in the center. So the two heavy wearers front and back, and then you guys on the sides.
Makes sense. I'll follow your orders.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I'll take the right side of. Sorry, what was her name again?
Irene.
Irene.
Yes. I only remembered her as Ismark's sister. Oh,
okay.
can't see
The
that.
random encounter maps aren't anything special. They've only got the one battle area, and it's got no features whatsoever, unfortunately. So I'm really sorry about the fact that it's going to look like crap. There shouldn't be any dynamic lighting on there either at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, we can see the entire map now. That was on purpose.
Yeah, that was an accident. Sorry about that. I was hitting the wrong one.
Alright.
I was trying to look at the random encounter map, which had nothing on it, and take off the dynamic lighting. Accidentally hit the wrong button on the wrong page. Alright, so at the moment you are... Let's go look at the players list. Alright.
While we're in the trip, I want to ask Irene, how is your brother gonna make an army or gather people in the city?
He's not. We're all that's... You're all that's it. Nobody else wants to help after last year.
Fuck that, runs another direction. That's amazing.
I'll grab onto your collar.
Well,
You
he
just
said that
up by one hand while I'm running in air.
Okay, I'm assuming you guys are stacked up kind of like this with Kitty and Phil near the front.
Yeah. I just want to keep close to Irene, sort of.
Be in the center.
Alright.
Be more in the back,
Ooh.
healing everyone.
I'll be in front, healing everyone.
And as you are walking through the track, you hear a howl. Oh! And suddenly out from the foliage in the woods, 6 large wolves appear.
Oh, fuck me.
Fight me one-on-one, faggot. I want one in the head.
make a line and let's fight one-on-one.
I'll do animal handling to tame them all.
Hey,
And as soon
you
as
make
we're-
jokes about it, but I could ride one.
And as soon as we're done with this battle, that'll be it for the night.
That's fine.
And I'll try to do something about the random battle maps, or unless you guys are okay with blank map every time for random
That's
battles in the wilderness. Okay.
That's fine. You could always draw something, can't you?
Yeah. Well, I can always put trees down as obstacles, but right now just blank. It's all flat space.
Did not. There we go.
I usually like my maps with a little bit of stuff going on.
The fuck? Oh my god, seriously, roll 20. Stop it.
Philga, stop it.
You guys get my nat 20 on the initiative along there?
What's
No,
going on with
it doesn't.
Fulgar's thing? Hold on, that's weird. Fulgar, we need
rolling
to add a turn for you.
Wow.
And Fulgar got a 21.
What do you mean my
Excellent.
thing wasn't correct? Well, I got a 3, but I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, Feds didn't show up either. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, you can't see mine?
I can see everyone's.
And Davos, weird.
Mine's not working.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of
I
people's
got a
aren't working.
6.
I
Are
see.
you clicking on
So
your
you got-
token
you got a
before you're
13.
doing that?
You got a 13 originally, so I changed it to a 13.
I think that was the problem with mine because it said no valid token
Oh.
was selected.
Yeah, it says.
I
Yeah,
selected
you need to click on your token and then do it.
Oh.
You had to
better
make sure
anyway.
you have the select move selected and then click on your token and then roll.
Oh, they are large. Cool. So I was wondering why they were so big, and then I was making sure that wasn't a mistake, and it does list them as large.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So it could swallow a halfling?
Yes!
Shut the fuck up! I will kill you all.
You become its chew toy.
Squeak.
Wow.
Damn, one of them goes before me. Higher dex mod.
Kitty, I'll ask this before the fight starts. Are you willing?
What?
Not gonna tell you what, but are you willing? Do you trust me?
He's basically asking if you're a willing creature. so you can
Sure.
come.
Oh, they can move 50 feet. That's right. Excellent.
Oh, no.
So this one runs right at Kitty and attempts to strike her.
Aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiends. What do these count as, as an enemy?
They're large
Beasts.
beasts.
No, oh, they're beast types. They're not like fiends or undead or stuff like that.
These are dire
they're
wolves. They're large beasts.
Okay.
Kitty, kill.
Well, it meets my armor class, and I meet the strength save, so I get bit, but I don't fall down.
You managed to lock its jaws around something that was not fully protected. Oh, that one can also reach you.
Yeah, they're all gonna dogpile me, so
Well, you're
like quite literally dogpile
one
me.
of them rolled a 21 as well. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna well, no, I'm not gonna shield.
No.
The last one did.
Should have shielded.
Where the fuck is my thing?
I don't have a shield anymore.
there.
Oh, hold on.
Woohoo! You stand fast against them. Fulgar.
Not if they chew me to death.
All right. I gotta just double check what's the range of this spell here that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my second level spell. Let's see. What's the range of shatter?
Oh god, don't shatter on me, please, because I will
No,
die.
I'm gonna shatter the ones in the distance. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to see how wide it is. Range 60 feet. 10-foot radius sphere, so 20 feet in squares. So if I ping it right about here, I should get 3 of them.
Alright.
Is this the scale?
Yeah.
So a 20-foot sphere would be like...
Yeah, I could get. Oh yeah, I could get 4.
But you center it here, you could get them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, and it would get them all. I'm gonna draw penises.
So with a primordial incantation, a huge pang resonates.
Makes sense.
I guess that one's
you
25.
did stitch together a sperm plushie once.
Wait, really?
Yep. I was there for it. It was a great plushie. I wanted one.
No, I don't think I have pictures of it anymore.
I wasn't too great for 3d8, but okay.
Okay, Constitution. Say what? DC 15 on Constitution. All right.
That's pretty good for 3d8. I have 3d10.
Okay, that one only takes 8 damage. This one takes all 16. This one 16. And this one 16. Wow, good job on that one. Go Fulgar! The new hero of the party.
And let's see, as a bonus action,
Oh, you got a bonus action. Sweet.
yes, I can, let's see, probably check a minute. Could technically do that again, I think. Double check here, trying to find my metamagics real quick. Yeah, I can do that again. I quicken spell to do it again.
Ooh. Are you going to fire it in the same spot, or are you going to try to hit the ones near Kitty as well?
I'll hit the ones near me if it's going to hit me.
Because
I can probably get them without hitting you.
Yeah, if you put the spell, like, right here, you'd hit these... Let's see. No, you'd hit that one. No, that would hit her. Yeah, you can only hit one of them. You can't hit both of them without hitting her, unfortunately. From a distance there.
How do I do the freaking arrow already?
You click on the little ruler.
So if you put that right where you see the red one, you'd be able to hit these 3 down here plus that one up there without hitting Kitty. You'd only be leaving 2 direwolves not hit by the spell. One of them is already hit.
Right.
Or would you like to put it back where you put it before and just hit those 4 again?
I'll
to you.
hit back. I'll hit all 4 again, so to drop them even more.
Okay. Ooh! This one. Ooh, this one took the whole
Double
22
bang.
this time.
Oh,
Oh wait, that was my bonus action.
This
so
might actually kill them. That one only takes half. 11.
Click.
16. That only takes 11. And this one is now dead. Good for you.
And I'm just gonna move my movement 5, 10, 15, 20.
See, I'm not sure if you can see the shit I'm drawing on the screen.
There. I just moved
I
on
can. It's a nice
The
circle
big
there.
blue circle, that's
Yeah.
like 20 feet diameter circle.
Excellent.
Yeah, I would have been able to hit 4 of them without hitting her.
Irene decides that she's just going to move up towards you since the that way you'll be able to should be able to help you out by keeping yourself alive. But she's gonna ready in action in case one of the wolves slips past.
Because I do
and
not
goes for
have my
her.
mage armor up yet. That is true. I should have done that.
Davos, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast sleep on the 3 wolves down there.
All right.
Uh,
How big of a spell radius does it have? Or is it a single?
20 spell radius.
Excellent. Is there any save for against it, or is it just sleep?
They
I think
just
there's a
sleep.
save.
Spell sends creature into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. That is the total. How many hit points the creature? How many hit points of creatures this spell can affect? Creatures within 20 foot of a point can choose within range are affected ascending order from their current hit points, ignoring unconscious.
So he gets 22 hit points worth of
Oh, that's
sleep.
hit points and
Yeah.
not hit dice. Okay.
Yeah, and then it starts from the lowest, the creature with the lowest hit points. But it eats up those points, and then it passes on to the next one.
Okay, got it. So only 2 of them fall asleep. Third one is not affected because of how much hit points it has. See if I can find a good token for sleep in here. I'll just use this one. Gotcha.
There's a little sleepy sigil.
Which one is it? Put it on your token real fast.
I'm looking for. I thought there was one. Anyway, hold on. There were some little Z's.
I only see. I see.
Told you
lightning.
guys, Told you guys, I'm powerful wizard.
you're a wizard, Davos.
You can make them sad.
Yeah, I usually like using that one to show that they can't do any actions. Direwolf. That one is currently asleep. How long does the sleep spell last for?
Duration 1 minute.
So that's 6 turns, wasn't it?
6 turns until you
Yeah.
smack them.
Until
Okay, that one takes up a turn.
until the spell ends, sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the creature or the sleeper awake.
Phil, what would you like to do?
Phil will do a silent prayer as he rushes towards one of the wolves, and that will be his bonus action, Divine Favor. Which means I will do 1 extra d4 radiant damage.
Excellent.
Of, my longsword, which I wield in 2 hands. So I should roll an extra d4 on that, I suppose.
That takes a hit. And what more does it take?
Oh, and
Nice.
that's a 4. 15 damage.
Blood squirts from the wolf, landing at your feet. Kitty, what would you like to do?
All right, so she kind of like raises her shield and then brings up her weapon and swings at the lower of the 2 wolves.
All right, the one that's
So
not
that
hurt
one-
yet.
Oh, let me click on this thing because it's not set up right. So she swings and tries to hit this thing.
Oh, okay.
I think it
Oh
hits
my
because it
God.
crits.
Critical.
And I don't like this spell sheet because they're on a different page. And as she does that, and she seems surprised by it, her blade like sparkles with some green fire, and it jumps off and hits the other wolf.
Ooh.
Oh,
Cantrip. I was thinking of actually getting that cantrip.
I
But
was
I don't
just
use
thinking
it.
about
But she
screaming.
seems completely surprised by it. It almost drops her weapon that this happened.
Does this one take the additional damage as well, or just the direwolf next to
I
it?
think it hits regularly on the first wolf, and then it hits another target 28 feet. So
Green flame
hit
blade. I
the
love
main
it.
one for 17 and the other one for 5.
Excellent.
Phil will shout, Ashanti, is
wolf
that
also seems
green
surprised.
flame?
Veteran, what would you like to do?
Oh, it's my bonus action too. I forgot I want to do a
Oh, sorry.
Healy thing.
Go ahead.
Second win.
Yeah, where's my hit dice? Yay, 3 hit points! Fuck you!
Better than nothing. Veteran.
So you said you were willing, right?
Sure.
Bonus action, main action.
Warding bond. Action, bonus action.
So +1 to AC, so I'm at 20 AC again. And shield, so I'm at 22.
Excellent.
Okie dokie.
And
Drop
then
down.
literally I just go, kill it.
I'm trying! My freaking hammer's on fire.
Green flame is erupted all over your hammer.
Green flame.
This wolf rushes out to attack
Blue
Phil.
tides.
No. Oh, yep. That hit.
Roll a strength check to see if you're knocked prone.
Saving throw or check?
Saving throw.
Strength.
Yeah, it's a saving throw. Strength saving throw.
You're fine. The wolf tries to knock on you, but you don't fall down.
Shit.
Okay, this one is still sleeping. Looks very cute asleep. There's kind of like no trouble whatsoever. This wolf, let's see. Since even though the green flame erupted from Kitty's sword, it attempts to attack Phil.
Oh.
Since Phil's the last one that struck it.
Oh. Another strength saving throw.
Yep. Strength throw or it knocks you over.
I will stand my ground.
It was trying to rip chunks of meat from your flesh. Sorry, chunks of meat from your bones, rending flesh with its teeth. This one is going to strike at Kitty, striking back for her hitting it. And I
But
believe
it
that's a
fails.
miss. It just
She smacks it in the face with her shield. Blocks it.
It snarls at her for the offense. Fulgar.
All right. Let's see. They're not.
We don't want to do the ones.
Yeah, but that spells this. I am gonna cast actually mage armor on myself.
All
That's
right.
actually what I'm gonna do. As my action, and I am staying here and not doing anything with my bonus action.
Alrighty. Irene is going to stand there at the ready again in case another direwolf makes it through. Devis, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast sleep on the other ones, on these that are in front of.
Will the
My
sleep
body.
also affect Phil? Kitty
It's
and
an area.
Ed?
If it's area of effect, it'll affect us.
Can I cast it without touching them?
You could get 2 of them.
Yeah, you can only get
Yeah.
the two of them. They're directly in front of them.
Okay, I'm
2
gonna
that
get.
are on Phil, 2 that are down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the two most wounded ones.
Okay. Roll your There we go. Ooh. And yes, that if it does make them both go unconscious.
And I say, don't kill them. We're gonna try to be friends, and I want to ride one.
I don't think it works that way.
Irene frowns, looking over at Davos.
That's a lot of them.
These are the tool that all belong to the devil Strahd. You can't hope to control them. The best thing you can do is go over there and slit their throats before they have a chance to report to their master. Star Wolf.
Guys, step away
Phil.
from them. I could try to push them away. But
Are both of the ones next to me asleep?
they're all asleep now.
Yeah,
Well, the
all except
one-
for this one here. This one's the only one that's awake.
Well, I'm not going to care that they are asleep, and I'm gonna whack on the same one I whacked on before. Just,
Yeah, sorry.
is that with advantage?
Yes.
Because he's asleep, yes.
Alright.
Just because he's unconscious, isn't
Woohoo,
it
because
an
you're
auto
asleep
crit?
22.
And
I think it's auto crit.
And I still get my plus D4.
Yeah, is prone auto crit or is it just advantage?
It's disadvantage as far as I know.
For a target that is prone, it's advantage, but he's unconscious. And
Yeah.
unconscious characters can't dodge out of the way, so it's usually an auto crit.
I'm not sure how to
Check
get an
that.
auto crit roll from this one.
No.
Just roll another set of damage dice.
That works.
Right. But the D4 doesn't get doubled though. So
All dice get doubled on an auto crit. The only thing that doesn't get doubled is the stats that get added to it. So like your +1 for strength or something, yeah.
Okay, so should I just roll again the damage?
Yes. You can just do the entire roll over again. I'll know that it's using the same strike as before.
Okay.
It's dead.
Alright, I don't even need to double my D4. Do my
Correct.
D4 again. Right. He just keeps smacking it, stabbing at it.
Mm-hmm. The ground at your feet runs red with its blood. It never even woke to the attack.
Just the way I like it. Oh no,
Kitty.
he's awake.
All right, Kitty's gonna take a swing at the still alive one.
Did I hear a cat meowing in the background too?
For me,
Conscious is incapacitated.
Never mind. Go ahead.
oh, that.
Yeah, here it is. Unconscious creatures are incapacitated, can't move, speak, unaware of its surroundings, drops whatever it's holding, falls prone, automatically fails saving and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the creature is within 5 feet of the creature.
Okay. Kitty's warhammer smashes into the ground just in front of the wolf as it dodges out of the way.
Yeah,
Aaron!
the flames on it kind of are unnerving her and making her not want to hold it as tightly as she usually does. And she's like,
What the hell is wrong with your hammer?
no fucking clue.
Not used to magic, are you?
I'm not doing this.
You're a wizard, Kitty, just like me.
We are all mages.
Okay, second level. Second level.
I thought I was the only person.
Is that on Kitty or Phil?
It's on both.
Okay, so both of you gain 7 hit points back.
No,
Yay!
+4.
Oh.
So it's 11.
Ooh, 11.
Oh. 11.
But that's my last second level. So
So both of you gain
I
11.
used both my second level in one turn.
Anything else you want to do this round, Fed?
that was a main action, right? Oh, that was an action. Let me actually check that real quick. Is it an action or a bonus action?
Yes, that is
Doesn't
an
say.
action.
I'm assuming it's an action. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume it's an action. Do I have anything that's a bonus action? I don't think I have anything that's a bonus action. No. I'm literally just going to smack
Okay,
Bill,
Kitty,
over
that's
the head
fine.
And tell him to kill it.
Do you
That
reach
one's
my hand?
dead. No longer on the attack.
Murdered a pup.
I probably hate you in the back. Like, kill it.
That one, the one that's still conscious is just trying to bite Kitty again, and it manages to just snap its jaws together, saliva
Don't
flying
worry.
everywhere, some of it hitting Kitty's armor.
You can tell in the game.
She
but you
looks
don't do it.
repulsed.
Don't
Fulgar, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move. I want to move. Give me a minute. I'm gonna move down 10 feet. I'm gonna use my cantrip lightning there. Which I'm just gonna do this. Give me a minute. I'm gonna post what it does.
Which
Can I
one do
do
you
that?
strike? Which one or what area are you
The one,
striking
the
at?
one that is the one that is still alive, that is still biting at her.
Okay. That's
Right
Yep.
here. This is what happens.
It yanks it 10 feet towards him if it fails the strength to
and it's a
save.
strength check.
Yeah. If it fails, it takes the
Woohoo,
damage.
succeed.
See, so it doesn't take the damage.
And
Yeah, I
but
thought
it
about
gets
taking that, but I
full
took
10 street
frostbite instead.
towards you.
I took that because my character is going to be very aligned with lightning and thunder. So
Oh, I love that, but that's why I like stormy people.
Thunderbolts and
It
lightning.
passed though, so it didn't move, right?
It got pulled. It got pulled, but it
But it was
didn't
a
take any
DC
damage.
15. So
What?
it
yeah, my DC
you rolled a
15.
20, so
Oh, so it's the opposite. It took the damage, but didn't get pulled.
No,
Sorry, I
no,
heard-
no. Basically, what happens if it succeeds the save, it gets pulled 10 feet towards me in a straight line, and then takes 1d8 of lightning damage. If it is 5 feet, if it is within 5 feet of me,
And if it
and
lost,
if it succeeds, it doesn't get pulled and doesn't take the damage. It's a cantrip.
okay.
So it only moves if it fails. It only moves if it fails. Strength check.
Yeah, it only moves and takes damage if it, it fails the check.
Davos, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow.
Oh yes, this is Davos I love.
I think it's a sneak attack because Kitty is near it.
Yeah, you get the attack of more than 5 feet of it, so go for it. Roll your extra
'Cause
d6.
It's very much watching over Kitty.
Did
Aw.
it hit it?
Yep.
Okay.
And then roll an extra d6, I guess. I forget of it. It's been a while since my rogue was level 1.
+6.
Well, he's rogue level 2 now. Does he go up it?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's like 3. So yeah.
it's level 3. So I'm trying to check. Let's see. Level 3 is d6 is 2d6.
Phil, what would you like to do?
Things not cheese.
Well, I do not care about this other sleeping wolf next to me.
He's gonna
So I will
smash.
simply turn 90 degrees and smash it as well.
And your blade manages to stamp into the ground next to it.
God damn it.
Kitty!
Too slippery with
Kitty's
blood.
flapping this burning hammer at its head again.
Aw.
Manages to miss again.
Yep, and that's a miss.
We're doing great.
Veteran!
Somebody put this fire out!
I keep writing down a spell and it keeps disappearing. It was not that, was it? I swear it wasn't this. It was either Cure Wounds or what was the other one? Fuck it. I'll just use a Cure Wounds, I guess, on Kitty. First level. +4. Wait, no, +3. I can't actually see how much I got. What should I get? Oh.
Got 7 + 3, so 10.
Technically, if she dies, I die, so you gotta keep Kitty up.
So that's a +10 for me.
Yep.
Excellent.
Why the hell?
Why am I all tingly?
Just a half from
Just acting like touching my every once in a while, and I get weird tingly feelings and feel better. Perfectly normal.
And the wolf attempts to attack you again. Ooh.
That's the one in front of me.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm gonna-
One.
Stupid.
Well, 24 points, right? With the
Yep.
buffs I got. I'll shield it. So that's extra +5.
Ooh. Ah, cast Tremor's reaction. That's awesome.
I'm assuming you took no damage.
Yeah. I have a spell that's also has a reaction, but I can only do it when something attacks me.
Fulgur.
Let's
Hey,
see.
Kitty, I know that spell too. We're wizards, buddy.
Kitty looks really freaking confused when like the shimmering barrier pops up around her. She's like, "I'm doing this."
How much
Let's see.
do you
I'm gonna
have
move
right now?
down over here to it, and I will use Thunder Wave. Did it? I might have clicked it twice. I don't know. It's not popping up.
Hasn't even shown up once.
Haven't seen it.
Clicking on it. I'll shut my character sheet and reopen it.
It might be asking if you want to cast it on a higher level.
Oh yeah, that's what the problem was.
And that's actually an attack on something?
It's a Thunder Wave.
What does it do exactly? It looks like it's going to hit the dire wolf.
Give me a
It
minute.
says
I'll-
half damage and not pushed. I imagine that casting that would, if it struck, would push the dire wolf and cause 13 damage.
Yeah,
but it says
let me just-
self
let me just
down
get the
there, so
text.
that's making it look weird.
That's not what I want to do. Give me a minute. Copy.
Which means Kitty and Fed also need to roll.
The cone so it hits the dire wolf, not them. If need be, I can move around more. I only use.
I said
use, like,
a wave
10
of thunderous
feet
force
to
sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you
Oh, it's
must
just-
make a
yeah,
constitutional.
I can aim the cube to be like.
No, the cube is originating from you. It's a cube around you. Everything around you in a cube, 15 feet, is taking a hit.
What?
That's what the
Oh,
text
no.
says.
Oh, around. Then I could just. That's what I'm saying. I can move myself in a position that it won't affect them. That's what I'm trying to do. It's just I thought it was.
It's a cube on front of him.
All damage.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to move
Nice.
right there, but you moved over here towards the dire wolf.
Yeah, that's what I was
Means
trying to
when it
position
says-
myself right. I keep thinking it's a cone.
Are these
for some
squares
reason.
5 or 10 feet?
I think it's
They're
'cause
5
they're
feet. Actually, if we get
5.
all the way over, to Phil. So basically, it would affect
Yeah, I'm not-
dire wolf,
I'm not-
Kitty, Fed, and Phil at this point.
I'm moving out. Like I said, I want to move. That's when I was trying to do when I moved. I might have just, like I said,
Well, I mean, that's
Do you see that? Do you see that aura? That's how far away.
Okay, that's
15 feet. Yep, that's
Is that
15.
feet?
Yep, it's 3 squares in every direction.
yeah. Well, like I said, I'm gonna since I misread that, I'm just gonna try to.
I think it's
kinda
a
like-
cube.
You-
It's
you-
not.
Yeah.
You already, you
That
know,
would be it.
basically, you already moved there. Is the problem?
But if he didn't use all his movement, he can still move more.
Okay. At which point the dire wolf.
That's it. I didn't. So I'm trying to move more before. Like I'll
Yeah.
prep up that spell. I see there in the range after all, and then I'll like move out of
He
it.
gets
The-
like
the-
30
so
feet.
that-
The problem-
so if he moved, like
The
10,
problem is, since you already moved into the dire wolf's threat, square. Once you move out of that area, it's going to attack you.
Oh, because I didn't mean to move there to begin with.
Yeah, but
So,
you,
like I said,
you already
did,
did move
yeah,
there
I
though
know.
before you figured out that you needed a different
Listen.
space to go there. So
I mean, you can hit me if you want. I don't care.
that's because it's gonna be everyone. It might hurt a lot.
Just
Yeah.
do it. Kitty probably won't take much damage from it to begin with.
I
Anyway.
I think my shield is temporary. I don't think it
You have
stays.
resistance.
It's
to all
until
damage right now.
until next round. that once you
Yeah.
use it.
So I'm basically going to treat it as Fulgar didn't realize how much in character. Fulgar did not realize how much damage would be done around him. He thought that he could direct his spell, and messed up, and therefore did that. Because I like to play with that. Like the character would make that same mistake. So
It's also because I'm used to Critical Role, and when they use it, they can move the cube
Oh, and it's a
around.
con
them, so it's
save? I'm
weird.
good with that.
Our
Yep.
team meme. So it's
half damage and not pushed if you're DC 15 or higher.
I get pushed.
You get pushed under the
half
corpse.
damage anyway.
Yeah.
Yay!
Only the halfling doesn't move. The two other humans get thrown.
So I get move what, 15 feet?
And it still kills the direwolf.
So, Kitty, tell me how much damage you get when you take your damage roll or whatever.
They move 10 feet. You move 10 feet on the push.
So I trip over this wolf.
Yeah, basically you'd be tripped. You'd be flung over the corpse of a wolf.
Well, the wolf corpse also gets pushed, so.
So yeah, the wolf course goes 10 feet. I go 10 feet.
Everything that is unsecured around me blows off 10 feet.
Yeah, basically.
What was the damage on that?
13.
So I take 6. I guess it's thunder, right?
Yeah.
What flavor damage is it? Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's thunder, but you have resistance to all damage thanks to that thing you gave.
So yeah, so I take 6.
I didn't succeed, did I? So do I take?
No. Let's see. Phil takes 15. He gets pushed 10 feet. Federin,
15.
you take 6 damage and don't go anywhere.
How much did Kitty take? So 6. I get 6. She gets.
Yes.
6.
Alright. You killed the paladin.
What? Didn't you
killed Phil?
Oh, shoot.
Phil
Well, I
Phil
mean,
now lies dead. Now lies unconscious at the feet of an equally unconscious direwolf. Unfortunately, because he fell on top. Yeah, unfortunately because he fell on top of it, it counts as a wake up move, and the direwolf is now free to move after its turn comes up.
Oh, thank you, Fulgar.
I am too powerful. I cannot contain all this power.
Fedrin, you also take 6 damage.
Fuck! That means I took 12 in total.
But I thought you were at full health before. You don't take 6 damage total from your full health. Because you're.
Was it 8? So not 22.
Yeah, so whatever your full health was minus 6 is how much health you have.
Did.
Fedrin.
I have 22.
No, Fedrin!
Oh, okay.
I'm making sure
I don't take
Fedrin.
6. I'm linked to Kitty.
Oh, you're right! So you do take 12, okay.
Everything she takes, I take 2. That's why I was buffing the shit out of her AC.
Oh.
Irene is not. Irene looks startled by what Fulgar did.
I'm very unhappy with our wizard.
Friendly
I
fire,
am just
blue on
staring
blue.
up my hands like, what have I done?
Blue on blue.
So whose turn is it?
It's Irene's turn. Davos, now your turn. Irene is still ready, still staying up there, especially after Fulgar cast that spell.
Is he running away?
I tried to move out of range so she wouldn't get a hit. She didn't get a hit, at least.
Davos is running away. Look at him go.
Oh,
I'm
God,
gonna-
Davos.
I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow. Did I get a sneak attack?
I'm within 5 feet of it, yeah.
Yes, because Kitty is still conscious.
Gotcha.
Finn is out cold on the ground. He got partly electrocuted. He did.
Thunder is more of a sonic push.
Okay, so he didn't get electrocuted. He just
My ears are ringing.
He got knocked unconscious by the ringing in his ears.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, it's the
Mike-
blood force and thunder's sound.
Irene, come with me. Stay near me.
Okay.
Coming for you, Davos.
Davos, forget him.
Okay, Phil, you're just still unconscious. I think you're only at 0 instead of negatives. I think that means you're stable.
No.
No?
No
No,
negatives.
there's no
in
negatives.
50.
There's no negatives in 5th edition.
So
Oh,
I
that's
have
right.
to do a death.
It's his death saving
Okay,
throw
let's
now.
say then.
10. That is good enough. Is it?
Yeah, 10 is the pressing line.
Yeah.
Ooh,
10 or higher.
nice.
Kitty, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna smack the now awoken wolf.
Alrighty.
Try to get its attention.
You're giving it a wake-up call.
Whoops.
Wake up, puppy.
I'm basically playing Mercy right now.
Yeah, that does play. But of course, that makes me want to play Mercy too.
I'm assuming the 19, right?
Yep. And you've killed it. Its brains kind of squirt out after you smacked it with your warhammer.
Yeah, she's just like beating it on the head a couple times, she's actually trying to put out her hammer on its head, but ends up killing it instead.
Yeah, brain squish out, blood squishes out. Phil is starting to get blood and brain matter on him.
Oh no.
She does
Better.
better and like take care of the paladin.
Like how you're referring me as paladin.
Oh, take care of the unconscious dude.
Motherfucker.
Take care of the farmer.
Yeah.
You get 15 health back.
Who?
Wait, yeah. Choose any creature within 30 feet, so you divide those hit points. So yeah, you get you get 15 health back, but this feature can restore an enemy no more than half of its hit points.
Phil
Uh,
gains 15 health.
if I
You
can
can't
only...
gain a hit point.
No more than
15
half.
can only regain up to half his hit points.
Okay.
I got 23 as max, so 12, I suppose.
All
Can I
right.
have the rest?
There goes my Channel Divinity for the day.
This one's dead.
I think you can also cure heal up kitty with that and yourself.
Yeah, you can split it between 3 people, so whatever Phil couldn't heal, you could spread between yourself and I.
Yeah.
How much
that
do you
injures.
I took 12.
He took 12.
Then the
So
other 3
3.
goes to you.
You need it more than I do, don't worry.
And you can heal yourself with that too.
I can what?
I was talking to.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Federer can heal himself.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'll pop 3 out of me then.
So once that's done, that'd be Fulgar's turn next.
I swear to God.
All right,
Oh god.
I'm not doing that again. I'm taking
Getting
proper
a stern
precautions
talking
this
to after
time.
this.
Sometimes you don't know how much magic. 5 feet. Try to get. About right here. Yeah, I should be. Yeah, that's 25, and I moved 5, so I should be able to move that. My full movement right there. Down here. This time I'm safe away from everybody. I will do it again.
After you said
Here
it,
you
I'll
are.
do it
You're
again.
good. And since they're asleep,
Yep,
they get an
he's
auto
good.
crit and don't get to make their save? Well, I guess
They can because it's Dex and Strength, but this is a Constitution save, so they get to do
Yeah.
their Constitution save
It's more
nonetheless.
about the sturdiness of their bodies.
Yeah, that one's dead. And that one takes half, so it only takes 4.
but doesn't it do double damage? So it technically would take 16, so it takes 8.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, because it is an auto
But it's
crit,
still
and
alive,
then-
and now it's also awake.
And
angry.
since I see it's alive and angry, I am using my bonus action to boost myself 10 feet away
Alright.
with my Tempestuous magic.
You're like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, she's alive!
Supposed to be dead.
Irene stays where she is. She can't. She knows that she can't help it at all from where she is. Anyway, Devos, what would you like to do?
Long range, no
I'm
scope.
gonna walk. 1, 2, 3.
Get further away.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a dash because I cunning.
I'm gonna shoot it.
All right.
Your range on that thing is like really far. You don't have to move closer.
And this one's also dead.
Haha!
That's not a disadvantage?
I knew that was gonna happen. I'm a wizard.
If they're prone, it's got disadvantage on ranged.
It's not prone, but anyway.
He's really far
Oh,
away.
that's right. It isn't prone. It's standing up now.
Yep.
Isn't he past 30 though?
There's at 40 feet.
Oh, I could move more. I miscalculated. I was gonna put in 30.
All right. You all get 240 EXP for this encounter.
240 EXP.
So
Yep.
what's third level EXP? Because I don't. Let me look at that up.
Or rather, XP. Duh.
Alright, third level is 900, so you get another 240 at 900.
So 1,000. How much was it we got? 240.
1140.
Well, prior to this, you got all the experience you needed to get to level 3 and stop it directly at level 3. So
That's 900.
Yeah.
And then we got now from this.
you got 240 from this encounter.
All right.
What's level 4? Like, how much do we need for level 4?
2700.
27. Okay. I like having the whole my number slash and then my goal.
God damn, that's a long way to level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Fulgar, what the actual fuck?
dick.
What do you have to say to yourself?
They don't have cube in there, though. That one was a cube.
Yep.
See, lines and bones and radii, but no cube.
Who is it that's really low right there? Is that Phil?
Phil was at half health.
What's
Yeah.
your health at now, Phil? Well, if I can ask.
My health is currently 12.
So is there anything you characters want to say to each other before we end the session?
I'm gonna
What
walk
the
to
fuck?
Phil
Don't do
and
that.
touch him on the
Lightning,
arm.
thunder, or hurts my ears shit again.
Plus 8 health. No, plus 3. So, 7.
Oh, +7. Thank you.
Kitty is still smacking her hammer on the ground trying to put the fire out.
Nope.
Christ, it's on fire.
Phil,
Cleric
back
got
off.
to be a youthful cleric for once. So I swear to God, if any of you punch Kitty, though, I'm going to die.
Oh, do you get automatic proficiency in unarmed?
No, that's a feat, I believe. I believe it's called Tavern Brawler.
Anyway,
But that's only for tavern brawls.
Is it?
Well, I imagine anytime you're drunk, that would count. Or around drunk people. Anyway, that's going to be it for this session. Hope you guys had a good time.